Good day, children. Today in this video, we'll be learning the grammar lessons for the chapter The Snake and the Mirror, in which we'll be learning the reported speech and expressions used to show fear. So children, read these sentences. In the original sentence, we are saying, "You're smart." Or, somebody said to me, "You're smart." Okay? If I have to describe that, I will say, "He said you were smart." Okay? Not "he said you are smart." He said you were smart. This is because we have to use reported speech. Okay? So, we describe what somebody else has said. It doesn't mean that you are not smart anymore. You are still smart. It just means someone told you in the past. Okay? Okay, someone has told me in the past that you are smart. So I'm just conveying this to you in the present that, okay, he told me, or he said that you were smart, or he said you were smart. Okay? So children, see the second one. The second one is, he is a teacher. Okay? So what will be the answer? He told that he was a teacher. Okay? So, he is a teacher. Okay? Someone has said this to me in the past. Okay? Now, I'm just conveying this, I'm just describing this in the future. So, I'll be saying it as, he told that he was a teacher, not he is a teacher. He was a teacher. So this is a reported speech. Okay? Now look at the third and fourth sentence. She is beautiful. Now how will you change this into a reported speech? She or he told that she was beautiful. Okay? If the subject is not mentioned, you can use either of the subject. You can use she or he or they, even they. They told that she was beautiful. Yes, it's correct. The next one, they are tired. Now, how will you change this? She told me that they were tired. He told me that they were tired. Or, she told that they were tired. So, children, now we'll just see the tenses. Okay? Now, read the first question. They live in Russia. So what is the tense here? Which is the present tense, okay? Now the present tense will be changing into past tense when you are writing in a reported speech, okay? So what will be the answer? He told me that they lived in Russia. Okay? So, he told me that they lived in Russia. So, what is the question? They live in Russia, which is present tense. While writing it in the reported speech, it will be changing into simple past tense. He told me that they lived in Russia, which is simple past tense. Okay? Now, see the second one. They are living in Russia. So, which is present continuous tense. So, this will change into past continuous tense. Very good. So, she told me that they were living in Russia. They were living in Russia, which is past continuous tense. Present continuous tense will change into past continuous tense. Present tense will change into simple past tense. Okay, understood? Now children, see the third example. They lived in Russia. So what is the tense here? What is the tense that I've used here? Past tense, simple past tense. Now simple past tense will be changed to past perfect tense. Okay? Now I'll tell you. he told me that they had lived in Russia. Okay? He told me that they had lived in Russia. Now just imagine that one of your friend who lived in Russia is just coming to say that he's just saying this to you, that he lived in Russia. Now you'll take that information and you'll just give this information to one of your friend, the fourth person, the third person. You'll go and you'll say that, okay, he told me that they had lived in Russia. He and his family had lived in Russia. So this is reported speech. So what you go and say to your other friend is told as reported speech. Okay, it is said as reported speech. He told me that they had lived in Russia, which will change into past perfect tense. Simple past tense will be changed into past perfect tense while writing it in the reported speech. Okay, the next one. They were living in Russia. So what tense is this? Past continuous tense. So how will you change this into past perfect continuous tense? So what will be the answer? She told me that they had been living in Russia. Okay, so they were living in Russia, which is past continuous tense. Okay, now this will be changed into past perfect continuous tense. She told me that they had been living in Russia. They are not living in Russia now. So she is just informing her other friend that she told me that they had been living in Russia. Okay, just imagine that you are just conveying this to one of your friend. Okay, so how will you say this? She told me that they had been living in Russia. Okay, now children, read this last sentence. They live in Russia. So they will live in Russia. So what tense is this? This is future tense. Now if it is in future tense, then how will you write this? He told me that they would live in Russia is the answer. And see, he told me that they would live in Russia. Okay, so tenses are very, very important in reported speech. Okay, so if it is a future tense, see the future tense is used here. They will be changed to would. Okay, he told me that they would live in Russia. Okay, so this is how you will convey the message to your the other friend. Okay, so he told me that he would live in Russia. You cannot say he told me that he will live in Russia, which is wrong, which is perfectly wrong. So how will you change will? Will be changed to would. Okay, children, here are some points that you have to remember before changing the sentence into a reported speech. The first thing is the present tense or the future tense will change into past tense. Okay, will be changed to would. Just remember that. The next one, the words. Okay, now here will be changed to there. Today will be changed to that day. Tomorrow will be changed to the next day. Yesterday will be changed to the day before. Now just imagine you're writing a report. Just forget reported speech. You all know to write a report, right? So how will you write a report? The chief minister arrived today, or will you write it as the chief minister arrived that day? You will write it as the chief minister arrived that day. Okay, and okay, what are the other events that you will write? Okay, the chief minister arrived that day. Okay, the next day we all helped the helpers to clean the stage. Okay, we students helped the cleaners to clean the stage. The next day, we helped the cleaners to clear the stage or to clean the stage. The next day, that is tomorrow. Okay, which happened today, and Chief Minister arrived today, and tomorrow you're going to clean the stage. So it will be changed that while writing a report, you'll be writing today as that day the Chief Minister arrived, and the next day we students just helped the cleaner to clean the stage. Okay, and what is about yesterday? Yesterday is the day before yesterday. The day before, okay, so the day before. The day before the Chief Minister arrived, we were preparing for the celebration. That is, yesterday we were preparing for the celebration. And that day, Chief Minister came. The next day, we students helped the cleaners to clean up the stage. Okay, this is how you write a report. So this is the same thing, this is the same formula which you will be using it for reported speech. Okay, now the last point that you have to remember. I, you change to me, him, he, and as necessary. Okay, it depends according to the sentence. It depends on the sentence. Now, for example, he said to me, I don't believe you. Now, just imagine you and your best friend are talking, and he is saying that he doesn't believe you. Okay, he said that. He's just saying this, I don't believe you, okay? And you're just taking that message and you're just informing to one of your friend, the other friend, okay, the third friend, that, how will you say this? He said, he did not believe me. He said, he did not believe me. You should not write it as told. He told he did not believe me. No, that's wrong. He said, he did not believe me, okay? The next one. Now just read the sentence very carefully. She said to him, I don't believe you. So there are three people who are standing there or sitting there, they're talking, and you are one among them. So she is saying to him that she doesn't believe him, okay? Now you are hearing everything, okay? And you're just saying this message, you're just giving this message to one of your friends. Now how will you say this? How will you just say this? She told him that she did not believe him. She told him that she did not believe him. Here, said is not said, it is converted into told. You cannot write, she said him that she did not believe him. That's wrong. She told him. She's not saying to you. She's saying to someone else. She's saying to him, the other person. Okay, she's not saying to you. The first sentence, she's directly coming and saying it to you. Or he or she is directly coming and saying this to you. And you're conveying this to one of your third friend. Now, this information is passing to you, the fourth person here. Now, how will you say this? She told him, I was just sitting there in that bench, and she told him that she did not believe him. You'll just say this to one of your friends. Okay, so that is a report. That is how you will write it as a reported speech. You will not write said, instead of said, you will write it as told. Said will be changed to told. Okay, she told him that she did not believe him. Here, you are not involved at all. You're just taking this sentence and you're just taking this information. You're just passing this information to your one of your friend. So you're not involved in this. So how will you do this? She told him that she did not believe him. Okay, now let us see the expressions used to show fear. Okay, the first one, out of my wits. That is very frightened. Now just see the example. That car accident seems to have scared Janet out of her wits. That is, she is very fright. Okay, to be very frightened. That is the meaning of out of my wits. Okay, the next thing, to the cliff edge. Okay, the meaning is a point where a situation changes very suddenly and completely in a damaging way, or where something suddenly becomes much worse. For example, the quality of service has gone over a cliff edge recently, which has gone over much recently, much worse recently. Okay? Now look at the third one. Jumped out of someone's skin. That is, to say that someone is suddenly surprised or frightened very much by something. They can be surprised by that, or they can be frightened very much by the same thing. Okay? He nearly jumped out of his skin when he saw the bull coming towards him. Where here in this sentence, he is extremely frightened. Okay, he is frightened suddenly seeing the bull coming towards him. Okay, the next thing, give someone a fright. That is, to make someone suddenly feel extremely afraid. The same meaning, but different idiom. Okay, so give someone a fright is like, you really gave me a fright when you crept up behind me like that. Okay. Fifth one, make somebody's hair stand on end. To make someone very frightened. Again, it gives the same meaning. Okay? Wait until I tell his story. It will make your hair stand on end. It is especially is mentioning the hair behind your neck. Okay, when you are seeing a horror movie, usually our hair stands, right? So this is what is meant by make somebody's hair stand on end. This movie made my hair stand on end. Okay? So this is the meaning for make somebody's hair stand on end. To make someone very frightened. Okay? So children, here's your next expression. Paralyzed with fear. To make unable to move or act. Paralyzed with fear, the boy faced his abductors. Abductors are people who are involved in crime, okay, who is actually a threat to the society, okay, who causes violence in the society. So they are abductors, okay. Paralyzed with fear, to make he was unable to move or act, the boy faced his abductors, okay. The next one, not move a muscle. Okay, it's very clear here. That is, to not move at all, to stay completely still. Okay, the meaning is, when I looked down and saw the snake, I didn't move a muscle until it slithered past me. Okay, slithered means like to glide or slip. Okay, to move smoothly over a surface. Okay, that is slithered past me. Okay, when I looked down and saw the snake, I didn't move at all. I was just standing still over there. Okay, so I didn't move a muscle. So instead of saying I was standing still or I didn't move at all, you can use that. You can use this idioms. You can say that I didn't move a muscle. Okay, I didn't move a muscle until it slithered past me. Okay, dear learners, hope you have understood the reported speech in effect and the expressions used to show fear. Thank you, children.